Hey guys, it's Word Civic, and today I'm going to be finally doing my LGC9 Xbox One X video. In today's video, I will be showcasing not only Xbox One X games, but the Xbox One S, X, and the original Xbox One all have the ability to utilize a little known feature named backwards compatibility. With backwards compatibility, that allows me to be able to play games that not only came out on the Xbox One, but it also came out on the Xbox 360 and the Xbox if Microsoft made it available to be played on their platform. So right now I'm showing Cuphead, which I originally showed on the PC as well. And this is probably one of the only games, or I mean, not one of the only games, because there's like platforming games like Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, and other games that aren't as graphically demanding. But with this game, it actually runs on Xbox at 4K 60 FPS with the same graphical settings you would see on PC. And the big reason I am, I guess, reshooting Cuphead, because it's the second time I'm showcasing it, is because, as I said before, I was using a 1080p camera and then upscaling the image to 4K on YouTube. But now with the GH5s, the footage that you're seeing is the native 4K, and then you're also seeing it at 60 FPS as well. The game sadly doesn't support HDR. I personally think it would benefit from it, but the devs said that the game wouldn't benefit from it. There's a lot of colors, and I see a lot of different shades of colors, but in the end, the devs decided no HDR support. But that doesn't detract from the game. The game is gorgeous. The backgrounds all consist of watercolor paintings. Every animation that you see that Mr. Cuphead and all the bosses and different other enemies are all hand painted. Each individual cell is hand painted. The only thing in the game that was, I guess, digital was the coloring. Everything else is hand drawn, or it's like a watercolor painting, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So the next game I'm going to be showcasing is SSX3. I'm a huge SSX fan. I remember during my childhood, me and my one of my closest friends, Hillary, used to just play this game all the time. And when it was announced that it was going to be available on backwards compatibility, and as you can see, the game is running. I believe it's a native 4K, but it's crazy because when the game originally came out, it had a render resolution on the PlayStation 2, which is what I played it on, 512 by 448, and then the PlayStation 2 had 640 by 480. So this is less than 720p, and being able to play it natively on 4K on the Xbox One X and on the LG C9. Does it support HDR? It doesn't support any of those new type effects, but like backwards compatibility is a big thing and a lot of people love it. And I'm really hoping with the next gen consoles they put an even heavier emphasis on getting like everything available that was previously on backwards compatibility. And like, as I was saying, like this game defined my childhood. Like I literally come home from school, and as you can see in the backdrop, I'm playing Mac, and I would just come here on the junction and just do tricks and listen to the beautiful soundtrack. And SSX, and they rebooted a couple years ago, but I'm really hoping that they don't put the just throw away the IP or whatever. I really hope they'll like take another chance, because what SSX at its base element is just doing tricks. Like it's in the name, SSX tricky, and I feel if they put a heavier emphasis on that, and then they put a nice like graphical engine, it can just be stellar. And like this is a huge push for the Xbox, and it's being announced that I think PlayStation would have backwards compatibility in some way or some insight. I don't know if it's just gonna be PS4 games though. So the next game I'm going to be showcasing is Gears of War 5. I've actually wanted to show gameplay of this for a while, because for everybody that knows, additionally to backwards compatibility, Microsoft is actually making it so that all their first party titles from here on out will also be available on PC. And I think that is very consumer friendly. With Microsoft having such a pull in the PC market, I can totally understand why they're doing it. It's honestly just extra sales. For PlayStation, it's a little different. They don't really have any foothold in the PC centric, I guess, world. So, but it would be amazing to play a lot of the PlayStation games on PC. I know there's a rumor currently right now that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out on PC. And actually, I just started playing it like a month ago, but then when I got a little slip of that announcement or that rumor, I was like, you know, I can't aim with a controller. Which is kind of funny because The Last of Us 2 comes out in May, and I really play most of my games on PC right now, but I like to play games on the hardest difficulty. So when that comes out on PlayStation 4, like, I'm gonna have to like be able to aim. But as I was saying, Horizon Zero Dawn is looking like it might come out on PC, and another game that would really benefit from PC support is like Bloodborne. Like, the game runs, I think, 1080p 30. It doesn't even have a profile for the PlayStation 4 Pro. So you're still getting frame drops, and the game runs as if it ran on like a base PlayStation. So like, there's a lot of games that don't particularly run well on their base consoles, but would run amazingly well on PC. And I think Bloodborne would really, really do a good job with that. Now, Gears of War is a beautiful game. Even Gears of War 4 looked fantastic. Again, Coalition just raised the bar for what they already do every time. The games are all graphically, like, they're beautiful. Like, they're just beautiful. And this game has a really good implementation of HDR. As you can see, like, the different shades of like the sunlight beaming off of the walls with the orange and the little hints of yellow as well. And even the blood, like, as you see it gush up from the characters, has different different shades of red, from like dark red to light red, just depending on where it is showing up on the screen. This game's native 4K as well, which is amazing. And yeah, it's a really beautiful game. So the next thing I'm going to be showcasing is some Black Ops 1 Zombies gameplay. Playing this game is kind of making me realize, I mean, I'm not that old, but like, I vividly remember playing this game almost like it was yesterday, and the game is 10 years old this year now, which is just crazy to think, because I would just come home from school, I'd play Black Ops Zombies. I didn't have anything to do on Sunday. We didn't have to go out with the family. We were in town. It was just Black Ops Zombies or playing the multiplayer. Like, gosh, I mean, it still has a foothold on the youth, but I mean, there's a lot of like, it's more stretched out. There's other games that kids are playing. There's Fortnite. Their mobile gaming is bigger than it's ever been as well. But like, back in the day, what it really used to be, like, most popular games, there's a lot of games that are like, I guess, top tier popular now, but it was just like Call of Duty, Halo. When it came to single player, it was, and I'm not like knocking any games, but like, it was just like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, and Halo. Those were like just gigantic games at the time. And yeah, but playing this game is like a blast of the past. And it's weird because when I originally played the game, I remember it feeling fine, but now coming back and playing it on here, it's like the controls feel a little wonky. And I think that's only because of like, compared to like today's Call of Duty, like the most recent Call of Duty that came out was the reboot, I guess, of Modern Warfare. And that game feels like really tight and really compact. It doesn't feel like as good as something like top tier, like I guess you would say like CSGO or like Destiny. Like those games, yeah. But the game is like really fun to play, and it's crazy seeing, I think when this game came out, it was 720p, I believe, because it originally came out on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. But it's, again, really fun to be able to go back and have a blast of the past and play like backwards compatibility games. So the next game I'm actually going to be showcasing, I actually haven't played it all the way through, and I already know in the comments you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, you haven't played Red Dead Run. I do plan on playing it because I know canon wise, I know it takes place after Red Dead 2, so I do plan on playing it through and through all the way after I beat Red Dead Redemption 2. But this is another thing, and like, the reason I haven't played it yet is because when it came out, my parents not allowed me to play M games, so that's why I didn't play it during release. I missed a lot of games out when I wasn't able to play games when I was younger. But this game really showcases like how big backwards compatibility can really be. Like the game, I believe the way it is the engine was like, not engine, the code was so like spaghetti and stuff like that honestly, for this to even work, Microsoft had to take it into their own hands and code a little of it themselves to be able to get it to run on the Xbox One X, Xbox One S, and the Xbox One. But it allows and gives the opportunity to people to play games of their childhood or like younger lives and just like relive those memories. And yes, again, I'm going to be showcasing some Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay. Originally when Red Dead came out, I got it on the Xbox One, and it's a fantastic game, and it's ridiculous how good it actually looks on the Xbox One X. I see my brother play on the PS4, and even looks really good there, but like the Xbox One X it's crazy to think this game on the Xbox One X is actually natively 4K. Like you can play the game in native 4K. I think the graphical settings themselves, like the grass and the textures and different stuff, is a range of like low to high depending on how graphically demanding the setting is. But the game looks so good, and it's in 30 FPS compared to its PC counterpart, which you can play at unlimited frame rate. I know me personally on 4K, you can see my previous videos, I get in between 45 and 60 depending on whatever is showing on the screen. You guys can check out my previous videos if you guys want to see some PC gameplay there. But the game looks really good on Xbox, and like even right here, I've already done like some missions in the video, as I said, with the PC video, so I'm not going to be doing any like action shots or anything here. But luckily the dynamic weather system in this game is amazing. I'm really sad it only lasts for very short times, but you can see me like moving the camera so you guys can like see the sky and the different clouds. The game literally looks like a work of art in motion. It literally looks like an oil painting in motion, from everything to water effects to grass detail to volumetric clouds and fog. Draw distance is actually not I mean it's crazy on PC. Like you can see like out in the mountains, but it's actually pretty still impressive even here on the Xbox One X. But like Rockstar, man, they raise the bar every time. And a big thing that I'm really excited is the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X have been announced that they're going to have ray tracing in some capacity. And a lot of people are always like against consoles and stuff like that, but the average consumer, or like most of the consumers, I mean, you have people like, there's more PC gamers, but a lot of PC gamers are playing games like League and like World of Warcraft, where a lot of the player base and like even just like other MMOs and stuff like that. But for like AAA titles, most of the sales are going to be coming from consoles. And when a new console comes out, the software and hardware power of it is raised, and we get a trickle-down effect of PC, of graphics just raising the bar. With ray tracing now going to be available on consoles, we're about to see some crazy shit. Not even on just the new consoles, but also on PC. Like a super hard emphasis on ray tracing is going to be put through, and like people don't understand that we are starting to reach dividends of like graphics. Like, I mean, I've seen the Hellblade Suenos 2 gameplay, but like games are like starting, like graphics wise, they're already starting to like reach their like head limit, I would say. But the next step that we can take is in lighting. Like with lighting, games can just look amazing. So I want to say thank you for everyone that watched today. Make sure to like, subscribe. I will have some future videos with the LGC9 part 2 as well. Thank you, and hope you guys have a good day.